This is Down to the Wire 513.
Everybody else can shut up. It is time.
Ooh, Fly Man Ring.
Back in the building, man.
Yo, we in the building, we back.
Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Yo, Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. Good brother, how we feeling?
Hey, man, feeling good, feeling great. How you feeling, bro?
Oh, man, tired. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a long week, but hey, made it through another week.
That's true, man. It's been a long week, bro. It's been a long week. But
Got one more shift to knock out later on tonight, but once that shift is over, boy, hey, friends and family.
Here we come, right?
You said what?
So here we come.
Yeah, friends and family. Don't call. You can text me, but
Hey,
don't expect me to come out the house.
he might not respond to the messages in a timely manner, but you can text him. You know what I'm saying?
I may not respond, but I'll see him.
Yeah, he's gonna see him. You know, he might hit back. You know, when he's able.
Nah, man. Down to the Wire 513, man. Appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always. Y'all see scrolling at the bottom of the screen, or if you just listen to audio, man, make sure you tap in with us. Everything Down to the Wire 513. Just Google us. That's the easiest way to see everything we got going on. Follow us on all social medias. Cop the merch. The link is in our IG bios, Twitter bios, Facebook bios, man. So yeah, make sure you go cop that merch as well.
Definitely, man. Also, shout out to Equid, man. Make sure you go set up your online store, equid.com. Use the code DTTW513. Help your boys out, man. Show us some love.
Yes, sir. And if people viewing on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, man. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button for the videos, man. Let us know if y'all rocking with us, what y'all like, what y'all don't like, man. We just want to make the pod, man, as best as possible and as entertaining as possible for y'all. So
definitely, man. Let us know what y'all want to see. If we ain't doing something y'all want to see or talk about something y'all want to talk about, hey, hit us up in the comments or hit us up and let us know what y'all want us to talk about. We'll, give our takes on it for sure.
For sure. And like I said, if y'all ever want to come on the show, hit one of us up, DM one of us, let us know. We'll shoot you the link and y'all can hop on with us and get this smoke. So,
anytime. We don't duck smoke
at all. So
always ready.
Down to the Wire 513, man. Sports and Spirits Fridays. As I stated last week, obviously with it's all sports going on, NBA, basketball and football.
Great time of year, man.
Yes, wonderful time of year.
Busy for us though, but great time.
Friday shows is usually dedicated mostly to our basketballs. But before we hit what's going on in basketball, we had some breaking news today with outcome coming from the University of Michigan. Jim Harbaugh has been suspended by the Big Ten for 3 games. That's the rest of the regular season for Michigan due to the whole stealing signs.
Stealing scandal, I guess you can call it. They fired the coach last week?
Yeah, last week. Yeah.
Damn.
And now today they said he's banned from sidelines. They said, which is weird. They said he can practice, he can fly with the team, but he cannot be on the sidelines for the games. And obviously, college football playoffs, 3 weeks left in the regular season. Michigan, I believe they're number 3. Big game against Penn State this week. Ranked versus ranked matchup, and then obviously 2 weeks the game against Ohio State. So
game of the year for them always, man.
What you think about the Big Ten coming out and then suspending Harbaugh this late in the season? And do you think we'll see Harbaugh return back on the sideline for Michigan? What has he done?
Well, a couple of questions first. Now, was the investigation done?
No.
Oh, okay. So, I'm not in agreement with suspending him before the investigation was done. They suspended. They finished the investigation and find out that he had some wrongdoing or whatever happened, and deemed that he needed to be suspended. I'm cool with that. I'm a little bit I'm not down with suspending him basically before anything was found out to happen or anything came out. That they found out to happen. I know they fired the coach last week that we just mentioned. Maybe that's enough evidence right there for them to say, okay, there was something going on. Obviously, they fired the coach. And hey, he has to know about this. If he doesn't, that's also some wrongdoing. If you're not knowing about this, you need to be more involved in your, organization. But if they wasn't done with the investigation, man, I'm not really behind them, suspending them for these last 3 games of the season. So I think he's gonna come back. I actually don't think he's gonna come back. Honestly, I think he's been through. I think in his head he's been through enough here with the NCAA and Michigan. They've cut his pay. I think a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever. Then he came back last year, had a great year. I think he's just kind of fed up with the whole scandals and the whole college and all the rules and everything. We mentioned on the show Wednesday, they came out and said, they wasn't the only ones doing this. Here's examples of XYZ schools doing this to us. So I think he's kind of fed up with the whole thing. So I'll be shocked if he comes back, unless, like you mentioned off here, they happen to get into the playoffs or the Final Four, whatever they call that shit now.
So yeah, as it came today, they said they found Michigan. They said Michigan was found to be in violation of the Big Ten sportsmanship policy for conducting an impermissible in-person scouting operation over multiple years. So that's what they suspended it on. But like I said, the NCAA is still under. I said the investigation is still going underway. So that's what
the Big Ten found him guilty of something.
Yeah,
basically against the Big Ten's policy.
Correct.
As far as competition goes. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I said, overall, the NCAA is still undergoing investigation. So more punishment could be coming to the university because, like, I'm with you. I don't think Harbaugh will be here even after this year. Like, okay, even if they do make the playoffs this year, yes, he'll come back. He'll come back. He'll coach the playoff Big Ten championship game, but he's done. I don't even, and honestly, he's done. Even if they do win the national championship, they win the national championship. I think that's his swan song.
That's icing on the cake right there.
I won y'all title. Y'all thinking about possibly suspending me, and then hell, but that would this be possibly the way they strip Michigan away if they do win the title. This could be like a Louisville Rick Pitino, like you mentioned off before the show, like off air. This could be like a Louisville Rick Pitino thing. So that you still got that factor down the road, but. At the end of the day, I think Harbaugh is done. I think he's going to the NFL after this year. I think his time is just worn out. Like you said, all the bullshit, all the rules and shit you got to deal with NCAA and college. I think he's fed up with it. He did his time. He did what he did in Michigan. He finally beat Ohio State the past 2 years. So there's not really much more, like I said, outside of winning a national championship he could do at Michigan. So, I think he's done. But as far as him being suspended, I just find it, honestly, as an Ohio State fan, I find it hilarious.
Yeah, I find it funny for sure.
I joked that the Big Ten, they're tired of Michigan representing the Big Ten poorly in the college football playoffs because every time they get there, they get embarrassed. So
get these guys out of here. Now, that's a good point, though. Now, do you think that Michigan should be allowed to still even be eligible for the playoffs? If he's suspended, they obviously found him guilty of something. Like you said, the Big Ten found him guilty against the violation of their policy as far as competition goes. And is the NCAA going to come down and say, okay, yeah, they was doing some shit that's way over the line. He knew way more about this than we even thought. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and sanction their whole season. Everything they did this year is not null and void. If that happens and they end up winning it, then what?
Yeah, I mean that's just hard. That's hard to do right now. Like I said, with the investigation still going, so I guess you have to continue to roll with everything as normal.
It happens. Yeah, that's why I don't think they should suspend them yet until they found out. NCAA investigation came out and it came out exactly what happened and exactly what whether he knew or not, if it happened under his watch. If it was bad enough, he has to get suspended. He has to go through some stuff. But until the final investigation is done, I think he should still be allowed to coach. If he's still allowed to fly with him and everything, he's still coaching. He just ain't coaching during the games on the sideline. He probably still coaching. He probably texting the coaches and everything during the game and everything. Who knows?
But that's the thing I hate about the NCAA. Like each conference has their own set of rules. So like I said, even though everything is under the NCAA, you still got ACC still got their rules. SEC still got their rules. Big Ten still got their rules. Like it's stupid. Like everything
makes no sense.
I mean, we've been critical of NCAA for years about how they handle shit like this. Yeah. So like, man, it's just a bad look on. I said NCAA. Like I said, if Michigan does mess around and win a national championship, it's honestly, I think it will look at it as being tainted, and I think that they will ultimately, eventually, down the line, come back and
Vacate. They
vacate
definitely gonna vacate it if they find out anything more than what we thinking right now. Because even if the other team signs, yeah, it makes it easier, but you still gotta go out there and stop the team. You know what I'm saying? Um, so I don't know. It's a whole mess right now. I just can't wait until they get the final investigations done and everything comes out. We can finally know exactly what they're gonna let us know of what went down. Because we never gonna know everything. I'm sure it's way deeper than even they know. So I'm sure we're doing something there, but like I said, until the investigation comes out, if they ain't gonna take Michigan out of the whole kit and caboodle, let them still coach them. Why not? Because then at the end of the day, if they end up finding them guilty, it's gonna get vacated anyway.
Yeah, and as Ohio State fans, but at the end of the day, man, I do still got to feel for the kids out there who's still going out there and putting their life on the line, playing this violent game every day. So definitely got to feel bad for the kids. So like I said, we'll see. Ultimately, once what the NCAA decides to do once the investigation is all said and done, which honestly I don't think will be done easily for another few months.
Anytime soon.
But yeah, as of right now, as of today, November 10th, Jim Harbaugh is suspended the final three games of regular season. That's Penn State. I don't have the schedule in front of me. I don't know who they play next week, but then and Ohio State. So two of the biggest games of the year for him, and Jim Harbaugh will not be on the sideline. So.
I'm pretty sure the Big Ten is hoping that they end up losing.
Oh, for sure.
One or two of these games, and end up derailing their season on their own. Hopefully, they don't have to go through that. What if they end up going to the Final Four or going to the college football playoffs and end up winning some shit? They're hoping they just derail themselves. So if they end up going to the college football playoffs, and even winning the game, it's going to be like, damn. And they come down later, they find out something worse happened. Even if they get a spot, even if they get one of the 4 spots, it's going to be greatly tainted this season.
Yeah, and last before we get ready to hit on the NBA, just think of the ramifications of this affect, like I said, affecting the university down the line. Next year, college football, they expanded 12 teams. So, like, obviously, I think Michigan will be a top 12 team next year.
Yeah.
But if they expand something, then maybe they won't be able to compete in the playoff next year because of this. So, I said this.
What you said there, I ain't hear that Big Ten statement before we hopped on here. They said multiple years, so yeah. it might get ugly. It might get ugly. I didn't hear that little tidbit before we hopped on here. It might get ugly, man.
So CJ Stroud, all is forgiven, brother. They were stealing our signs. No wonder you look bad against Michigan. They were
probably going back watching film like, oh man, see, I knew something was up, man. How they moving right here? I knew something was up. Crazy, man.
Yeah, man. So now we'll see. We'll definitely keep y'all posted and updated right here on Down to the Wire 513 as this story continues to unfold. But like I said, one more time, Harbaugh's been suspended. Last 3 games of the regular season for Michigan. So yeah, man. So Down to the Wire 513 Sports Spirits Friday, man. Tap in with us, everything Down to the Wire 513. On to the association, man. We are officially 2 full weeks into the NBA regular season. Tonight, Friday, is the second weekend of the in-season tournament. They play Wednesdays, right? Too. Tuesday.
Wednesday, yeah. This past Tuesday they didn't do
election
it.
Day, that's why.
Election Day, yeah, they were off for election day.
Okay.
It was like 15 games on Wednesday though, and there was only like 3 games last night. NBA, man, you gotta do a better job spreading these games out, man. Like it shouldn't be like that many games one night, then 2 games one night, and then 20 games a night. Like, come on, spread this out.
I mean, I get what y'all want to do, what y'all got to do for election day, but maybe really, come on now. Like,
yeah.
Most people who vote, man, they get it done early in the morning, get it out the way. So that should, like, you playing games shouldn't affect.
Evening. We're not going to vote at 7:30 when the game starts. Like,
right.
At that time, voting's over. The polls are closed.
Pretty much, yeah. So, yeah, I think doing too much. Oh, by the way, as a question, I'll bring it up later. But I said week 2 full weeks in NBA season. Just what's a little bit more film, a little bit more data of the season so far. What do you like? What have you taken away out of 2 full weeks of the season?
Still same things from last week. Honestly, Nuggets still looking great. I don't think we mentioned Anthony Edwards last week. He's looking
we did not
amazing. so far. I know I mentioned players who played for the FIBA in the FIBA World Cup and then came out looking sluggish. He's doing the complete opposite. He played over there. He came out looking like he's on a whole nother level. Scouts saying that he's the next MJ. I saw that quote today. I don't know about all that now, but they're saying that he's going to challenge Giannis to be the best two-way superstar in the league within the next like year or so. They're saying this is scouts are saying now. So we know scouts are very fickle, so they might be saying something totally different later this year. But right now, everybody's very high on Anthony Edwards, and I see why he's having a great season so far. And also Rudy Gobert, man. People have been shitting on Rudy Gobert. Me too. I'm not one of them. I'm not gonna lie.
Me.
He's been anchoring that defense, and they're number one defense right now in the league. I think he's number one defensive rated player right now in the league. I think they're only one loss right now in the season still, if I'm not mistaken. And they look great.
It's 1 or 3. I thought they had.
Might be like, man, it might be 3. I don't know, but they beat. They're one of the only teams that beat Denver, and they beat Boston. 2 losses. Yeah. They beat some very good teams. Anthony Edwards, like I say, he's looking awesome. Looking like he's taking that next step to be a superstar. So I didn't mention him last week. I want to make sure I get him their love and give him their flowers this week. And especially Gobert, because we always shit on Gobert. And I know I want to give him some love. I want to give him some love.
Yeah, that's fair. For me, I've seen this. I watched highlights of the T-Wolves last night, and honestly, it shocked me that how well that I didn't notice how well they were playing until last night. Like that, like this is a bit. To me, it's been a very quiet 5-2.
Yeah.
For them. But now obviously with them being off to a hot start, I'll keep my eye on them a lot closer. And the funny part about it, now maybe he's hurt or maybe just not performing as well as maybe outshine Edwards. We talked about 2 guys on that team, Edwards and Gobert. We ain't mentioned the third guy.
That's true. We mentioned Cat. He's not playing bad. They're actually playing pretty good when they have a good lineup when they have Cat and what's the other backup center name? Nas.
Yeah.
Nas. They play very good when they have both those guys in the game too. So I think they're definitely going to have to end up moving off Cat to get more help for Ant. I think he has more value than Gobert at this point. I think they'll have to eventually end up moving off Cat, but right now it's working. So right now, I will keep working it. It's working. Jaden McDaniels playing great too.
Mm-hmm.
He got paid, so he's playing like he got paid.
Oh man, it's a lot. It's a lot to hit on. But first, I'll start with this between the West. Since James Harden is suited up for the Clippers, man, hasn't looked good.
They've getting beat by some not so good teams either. Some teams that you be like, all right, they got a chance against this team, and it's been teams that had multiple key players out.
Mm-hmm.
And all those guys are playing. Clippers got Russ, James, PG, and Kawhi out there playing.
And the thing that worried me, and this he mentioned it after the first game against New York, that obviously he hasn't played no preseason games unless like the next game was his first basketball game he played this year. That he resorted back to just his basketball tendencies, which I feel like his basketball tendencies hurts what the Clippers are trying to build. So hopefully with more games and like I said, playing with these guys, his old tendency goes away. But like I said, Knicks they lost 2 games, Knicks and Nets, both teams that they should have won regardless of James Harden.
Nets had no Ben Simmons, no Cam Thomas, no what's the big's name? Nick Turner, not Nick Turner. Nick what's his name? Big tall kid, Nick something. They missed a lot of key players that game, and they got beat pretty easily. So I'm not sure what Ty Lue has his work cut out for him, man. I feel bad for him. He has his work cut out for him. Nick Claxton. They have a lot of work cut out for them there in LA. I mean, I don't blame them for going out and getting hard enough because we mentioned it before. They're moving to a new arena next year. You need some big names. You need to have a nice team, at least on paper, to get some asses in those seats.
Yeah.
So I don't blame them for going out there and making this happen. They're gonna have to make a move to try to get some more depth. So and I also, like I said, I think I mentioned it on Wednesday. I remember I mentioned it last week. Zubac is not probably gonna get the job done at center. Unfortunately, they're gonna have to go get upgrade at center. They're gonna have to get a guy who can really defend, because James and Russ are not gonna play defense on the perimeter. Kawhi and PG will, but they're aging now, man. They're not going to be the same defenders they were 2-3 years ago, especially with the injuries they've been going through, with the lower extremity injuries they have, legs, ankles, knees for those guys. So they're not going to be able to defend the guys that they're able to defend, at the high enough level that they were, 4 years ago. So they have to work on that for them in LA.
Yeah, and the thing is, I think you mentioned it when we talked about it when the trade first went down. Like I said, one you just mentioned their depth, that in order to get hard, they had to trade up a lot of key veteran guys that helped their bench. And then two, like when hard, it's certain hard, and it's like the development of their guys. Like Bones Highland hasn't looked good since started playing. We thought he was going to be, before the season. We thought he was going to have a big role for the Clippers, but now Hard comes in. It takes his time.
Eating his minutes, man. Yeah, so you're right on.
So Clippers, man, like you said, Ty Lue, he's going to get it together. I said, good thing is at the beginning of the season, not halfway through the season. Still a long season to go, but just since Harden's been playing, Clippers haven't looked good. I'm gonna go back to last week. The Suns and Spurs, the Wemby versus Durant matchup. Well, I watched both of those games. One thing for the Suns that I noticed, they're going to struggle against anybody who has size.
Yep.
Spurs, they was just killing them on the boards.
Killing them on the glass, man. Straight up, killing them on the glass. Both those games. Both
games. And then Wemby, he just when he plays like he did in that second game, it ain't nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do about that. It shows that a guy that's 7'4" should not be able to move that fluently. Should not have that skill set. He was doing just jab step, one swing, pull up threes, turn around jumpers, right, left shoulder. He moves slow, so fluently on the floor for that size and have that skill level. Once he tightens the game up even more, man, he's going to be, when he's on, he's going to be unstoppable, unguardable.
So yeah, that just worries me about the Suns and the possible chances they want to make a run this year. That if they going against Denver, that they better hope they can avoid Denver at all costs.
Yeah, avoid Denver. I'm out there try to avoid us, avoid LA, because AD plays big. Don't have to avoid anybody with some size, man, because they don't have it. And also Brad Bill did come back later this week. He came back. He ain't looking too bad. He had 13 points in the game I watched. He moved a lot better than I saw. He warmed up the first. I think I mentioned last week. He looked very, very stiff. He looked a lot better. Mm-hmm. He looked a lot more fluent. So hopefully he can get back to where he was, pre back injury. But yeah, they're gonna have to, I think I don't know if they can't make any more moves, so they don't have any assets to make any moves. But they're gonna try to get their units together and right, because, like I said, they have very little size. When they go against like quick guards too, they don't have like really any good guards. They have Book and Bill, but they're not going to stop anybody on defense. So
that's the thing too. It can work now regular season, but like I said, I don't know if they have any more moves to make, but they're going to need a point guard.
Yeah,
like Book. I love Book as a player, as a hooper, but he cannot. His playmaking skills has gotten better.
Yeah, a lot better.
But he cannot be your primary ball handler, especially in the playoffs.
Yeah. And I think they're gonna try to get Bill those responsibilities, but hell neither. I don't know if he can be that primary ball handler either. Plus he's gonna have to guard these other point guards as well. Mm-hmm. But on their previous teams, they were, being the offensive guy, but they weren't, tasked with guarding these fast ass point guards trying to score. They're being put on the weaker perimeter players, or the D and 3 guys. They're not being put on these guys that are trying to score the ball. So I'm gonna be interested. I'm definitely keep my eyes on that and see when they play, teams with strong backcourts and a good swing player too, and see how they match up against those guys.
Yeah, for sure. I like a point guard. I think is eventually going to come back. It's going to come back to Hano.
Yeah, but even if it's just a point guard, go out there and at least can guard other point guards and be fast enough to stay in front of other point guards. See if he ain't scoring 20 points a game, he can score, 12, 14 points a game, but he can out here and strap up.
I don't even need you to score. Just be like I said, just be able to play defense, be a force, get the ball and
shoot, be able to hit open threes, be able to shoot,
hit timely threes. Yep, exactly.
Once you can strap up against guard other point guards, at least make them work, and hit open threes and not turn the ball over. All you gotta do in the NBA as a point guard these days.
And last thing before I continue to talk about what we learned, what did you think of Shaq's comments about they were talking about inside the NBA and they're talking about we haven't seen a player like Wemby before. Then Shaq brought up Bobo.
No, I don't agree with that. I get what he's saying. Like, we haven't what he's comparing is to size and some of the things that Bobo can do. But Bobo wasn't it's only certain guys that get chosen. Let's just be real. Like, some guys have way more, leash, have way longer leash, have way more chances than other guys. And Wemby is going to be one of those guys that has way more kind of given to him. He's still got to earn some things, but he has a way longer leash to start out with than guys like Bobo did. I bring this up a lot whenever you guys compare Kobe and LeBron. Kobe didn't come in being the next great thing. He came in being a high school kid, came to the NBA. He came in being like, all right, we see what this kid got. But LeBron came into the league supposed to be the next Michael Jordan. So, of course, he got handed the keys to the car super early. Same thing with Wemby. He's getting handed the keys to the car from day one. Bobo never got the opportunity. So I'm not saying that Bobo isn't that kind of player, but Bobo never had those opportunities to even get the chance that Wemby's going to be able to get. So, no, he's not the same at all. Part of that is because Wemby's talent. Wemby is just supremely better. he's better.
We need cut that clip, put it on YouTube. That was a phenomenal breakdown of send it to inside the NBA, send it to everybody. That's a phenomenal breakdown of the two between Bobo and Wemby.
Thank you, brother. Same thing with Kobe and LeBron. Like, Kobe earned it. He came in and earned his shit. He came in and earned like the keys to the car. But when he came in, he was off the bench. He wasn't even starting in front of Eddie Jones. Like, that's real here.
That's the thing I'm about to bring up with Bobo. Bobo, once he got to the league, like I said, it just seemed like he doesn't. And granted, I'm not sitting here watching him at practice. I don't Google what Bobo does, but for him to be that size and that skill, but one, I think the injury in college kind of derailed his stunt.
I mentioned that he came in injured as well.
But then two, I just don't know his work ethic to be great. I mean, I know you've seen some of the tweets about all the girls he talks to offline. I mean, maybe he just loves the lifestyle of an NBA player, but doesn't want to put in the work.
I saw a tweet that said he wanted to sign to Playboy Cardi label instead of signing a max deal. I thought that was pretty funny.
But I mean, like that's the thing. Like you would think, like I said, granted, like I said, Wemby is way more skilled and talented, but like Bobo, like when the Spurs play the Suns, you should be able to throw Bobo out there and be able to give him some minutes on Wemby. Like give KD a break every once in a while, a few minutes. But the fact that we haven't seen Bobo play this year,
that goes to show too, man. And he came on a little bit last year and had some stretches last year and showed some flashes, for Orlando. But again, some teams will put you out there just so you can show a little bit. All right, let's showcase a little bit what he can do, so we can try to trade this nigga. So that's what some teams try to do. What the Orlando Magic try to do, basically. But Bobo's not bad. But for Shaq to say we seen this. No, I want to put this in context. Shaq also called his son, Sharif, Giannis. He said, I have Giannis. I have Giannis with me. Shaq. I'm a Sharif fan. He was never Giannis. Let's keep it real. He was never, not even high school. He was not Giannis. He was not Giannis.
Now I will say this. Yeah, he was never Giannis. I'm with you with that. But unfortunately, I do think that heart injury stopped his momentum as well
It
too.
definitely slowed him down.
I think he would have been would he have been an impactful player in the NBA? Maybe not.
Maybe not, but he definitely would have been a first round draft pick.
He would have got shot. Yeah,
First round draft pick for sure.
Got drafted and got a shot. Though
He was a top 10 high school player. He went to college. He wasn't as good as he looked in high school. Let's keep it real. But I think he would have showed enough to where he would have been athletic. He would have been better than like a Collins, John Collins.
A
John Collins or better. Yeah. John Collins is a very good NBA player. He's not an all-star or anything, but he's a good NBA player. I think Sharif would have definitely at least been that. Now, saying he was Giannis was definitely a stretch, but it's just want to get out of context. This is what he says about his other players. So Shaq is not the best evaluator of talent or comp. If you want to say who's the best comp of this guy, I want to ask Shaq.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to you. Love you, Shaq. But yeah, some of your takes, my brother. Yeah.
Lay your
death off the chart.
Most of your takes be wild, bro. Be wild. I'll be like, bro, you lucky you got money, man, because man, you be saying some stupid shit. Ain't like your platform because you Shaq though, so of course you're gonna be good because you Shaq. You have a platform no matter what.
Yeah, for sure.
Legend, man. You legend.
Any more takeaways from the West? I guess we start with the West before we head up to the Eastern Conference.
Nothing from the West other than what we mentioned so far. And like we mentioned last week, man, Ja played his team. Memphis looking terrible still. Got the first win finally, but still looking very bad.
Yeah, I don't know if that meme was accurate, but I've seen the meme that they talking about. They said McDonald's fries are higher than the cheapest Memphis Grizzly ticket.
I mean, I wouldn't pay to see them right now. I'm not about to go see Jaren Jackson Jr. and Marcus Smart.
$4, like your cheapest ticket is $4.
That's terrible
for an NBA team.
Hey, shout out to you, little Memphis right now. Make sure you get out there and get to some games, get the kids to some games. Kids won't care. They'll be happy just to get in the building. They don't know about the whole Josh situation. They think he's playing. So get them out there and then get to the game like, oh, okay, Josh ain't playing today.
But the thing is, they just might not have. Let me see. Their home games so far been the Pelicans, which was Zion. So I'm pretty probably had a big fan base there. Dallas and Miami. Those have been their only 3 home games this year.
Those are some good teams, though. You had the finals, Eastern Conference champions, Miami Heat, Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving, Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas, yeah.
Zion, New Orleans Pelicans.
But keep it real. Are we paying money to go see the Miami Heat?
I mean, personally, I wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Green Butler kids, bring my bio. I don't want to see these niggas, but hey, some kids might be Tyler Hero fans. He went to UK. UK ain't far from Memphis.
So yeah, man. So right now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in. So 17 more games left to go. Hopefully, man, like I said, hopefully Ja gets back and can, like I said, just excite the fan base and get more butts in that seat. Get more butts in the seats.
I think he will do that for him, but yeah, right now it's rough in Memphis.
Yes.
And they're losing on top of that, so it's like, damn. It's all bad right there right now.
Man.
All bad. And Lakers, of course, we can talk about Lakers a little bit. Just mention them, I guess, man. We still looking at some offense. Same shit from last year, just a few new faces.
Yeah, I think you mentioned it. Off air Thursday. Wednesday after the show. Like we're terrible on the road. We suck on the road.
Yeah.
We're probably going to end up like you said this last week. We're probably going to be like Golden State was last year on the road.
Yeah. 10 wins. I think they're going to take 11 wins last year on the road. We might not even get to that. We're looking terrible on the road. Austin Reeves looking like he just shot right now. He's not looking the same at all. It's looking all bad, man.
That money, that hunger might have went away. But then again,
he is playing different though, man. He ain't doing the same shit he was doing. He ain't playing, the hard-nosed defense no more. He ain't, hustling as much no more. It is nothing like that. He's focused a little more on offense, and shots ain't going in.
Yeah, and then again, when you have all the hype you did coming off of last year. Teams are planning for you now, like
Yeah.
game planning for you now. So it's just he got to continue to elevate and grow his game, get better. But
He got to get back to what he was doing last year and just focus on hard-nosed defense, hustle plays, offense to come, bro. You'll get your shots when they come, but focus on doing what you control or control what you can control. That's how hard you playing on defense and how hard you going to lose balls and how hard you at least trying, you know. But yeah, we ain't looking too good.
To the Eastern Conference, I guess I'll start this one for me. Philly. Philly has been a surprise. It has been a good surprise team.
I think Joel Embiid hurt me last week. Call him out.
Hey, Joel, we know you're a fan of the show, brother. So I appreciate you tapping in with us. But I mean, currently Philly's on a 6-game win streak. Number one in the East.
Yeah.
And for a team that when we make our NBA predictions, I think we totally forgot about them. We said they would be in the bottom half of the East.
Yeah.
So far, proving us wrong, and I'm still not going out the way and say they're going to represent the East in the championship. But so far so good. They're proving us wrong. Obviously, Tyrese Maxey, I said, been balling. I said Joel Embiid has taken your words to heart, and he's been hooping.
Yeah.
Shout out Nick Nurse and Philly, man.
Yeah, Nick Nurse has gotten. I want to shout out Tobias Harris too, man. Nick Nurse has really gotten Tobias Harris unlocked, giving him more chances offensively. Last year, Doc had Tobias standing in the corner. You know, last couple of years, honestly, Nick Nurse got Tobias kind of getting the ball where he got Pascal Siakam the ball a little bit in Toronto. He's getting them kind of some more looks offensively, more mid post, getting the ball away a little bit too, catching situations. Tobias Harris shooting like 60% from the field right now, over 40% from three as well right now, averaging 19 points, playing amazingly. You mentioned Tyrese Maxey. Well, we mentioned him the last couple episodes on the show, man. He's been balling out, still playing at a high level, shooting that ball at an amazingly high clip. And Joel Embiid, I think he listened to me. I think he's stopped like a little bitch. And he out there balling out. Excuse me. They beat Boston. It was at home. It was a tough game. You know, Jason Tatum was out there balling out, but Joel Embiid would take no for answer, and he, really, really pushed him through, man. So shout out to Joel Embiid. You must have heard me last week call him out, saying he can't put that kind of effort on film, and he's been playing a lot harder ever since. So shout out to Nick Nurse as well. You mentioned Nick Nurse.
For me, also, just a few takeaway. Milwaukee.
I was gonna go to them next.
Well, I'll let you go ahead. And so I'm just gonna say for me, they're just been too up and down for me. Like I say, even though they're 5-3, their performance has been up and down.
Yeah, and it's been like with the losses, it's been like it ain't been no close losses. It's been like some blowouts in there. So I've not been too impressed with them. I know it's early still. You know, you still got to find ways to, figure out who's going to do what on offense and defense and who's going to, get the ball win. So I got to figure some things out. Giannis getting thrown out the game the other night was some bullshit. I want to call that out too. Straight up bullshit, man. Same thing we mentioned it about the Buffalo Bills game when Josh Allen, laughing at the guy after he pump faked and he jumped. Let the guys play with some emotion, man. Same thing here with Giannis. He dunked on the guy and just gave him. He didn't even look at the guy for real. He knew he had a text, but he turned aside and just gave him a little look. Like, let the guy show some emotion, man. The fans pay to see the players, not the referees, man. So, and NBA, I don't know if they did it or not, but they should definitely rescind that technical foul. He shouldn't be fined for that shit. And that referee should be deducted points or however they get graded for their performances. That was terrible. But yeah, the Bucks got to figure it out. Chris Middleton's still playing a little up and down as well, playing better some nights, but still like he's not all the way back yet. So once they get him back all the way into the group of things, I think they'll help them out a little bit. But the games they lost, they ain't been playing terrible too in those games they lost. So I think it's a little bit just of them kind of finding their way. Yeah,
just finding their footing. Like I said, it's still trying to figure out, who's all going to do what. I do think we will see a point this year in Milwaukee where I think they'll hit they'll hit a stretch where they'll look like the best team in the NBA. So I do think we have the best has yet to come from Milwaukee. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm just still worried about their lack of depth, especially when playoff time rolls around.
Yeah, like you said, I think they'll definitely stretch to open double-digit games in a row, at least 10 in a row at some point in the season. They'll have a stretch in January where they play some bad teams and they'll win some games at home against some good teams probably, and they'll be playing at a high level where they'll win 10, 12 games in a row.
So,
Happening.
so yeah, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see. I'm with you though. I think, man, we need to. I think referees need to be called out a lot more, especially for making bad calls like they did against Giannis for that. Like I said, one, he barely looked at him, and then two, as a referee, bro, you got to know that's a second touch. Well, you cannot throw the best player out of a game for something that small, bro.
Something that small, and it's like I say, he's showing emotion. The guy, first off, the guy fouled him. He hand checked him with two hands, trying to slow him down on the way to the rim. And he powered through that shit, dunked on him. He should be able to show some emotion after that play. It's a great play. Like they got to chill. The referees got to chill, man. Adam Silver should be. It should have been an email sent that night. Hey, you see this play? Let this kind of shit slide. This is one of the best players in the world. Show a little emotion, but the fans can't even see. The fans are cheering. Why can't he be happy and cheer for himself? Like, come on, man.
It shows the referee never hooped a day in his life.
Man, they're like one of these guys too.
Yeah, man.
Like one of these new guys. So they gotta NBA gotta do something about that, man.
Facts.
Shout out to the Pacers too. Pacers right now, I think they are third right now in the East.
Third in the East, yep.
3-game winning streak. Halliburton been balling out. I'm a huge Halliburton fan after last season, seeing him play in person. He a baller.
Got to get back to a Pacers. I'm still trying to pick my spot where I want to go. I got to get to a game, Pacers game this year.
Yeah.
See him in person. So still gotta pick my spot.
They got some good ones.
Cleveland has been.
I look at the standings. Damn.
Yeah, Cleveland is disappointing so far this year. 3-5. Has come off a high year last year. Now they did just get Darius Garland and Jared Allen back.
Yeah, both came back.
So I do expect them to turn around and pick it up and get back to Cleveland as they were last year. But right now, just for 2 weeks, haven't looked good. Haven't looked
very good. If I mentioned this on the preseason preview show, we mentioned it on a couple Wednesdays ago when we did the NBA preview show. Be on the lookout. Possible trade. Donovan Mitchell. If this keeps up, I already know he's not signing back to Cleveland. If this keeps up, I see a move coming here with them trading him somewhere. Not sure where. Somewhere, possibly still in the East, New York. You know, New York wanted them. We can go there next. They started out a little iffy too, with Julius Randle having the worst start of a season probably ever to any player, at least in modern NBA history.
It's time, bro. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you've been on. I know you've been on it 2 years. Yeah, you've been high on that trade Julius Randle at when he was at his highest, and that was 2 years ago. Last year he was even higher than he was 2 years ago. They still didn't move him. But watching this year, man, and just continuously the play of Jalen Brunson and RJ Barrett, it's starting to look like he's coming around to form. I think it's safe. I think it's safe for you to move off of Julius Randle at this point. You
got Obi Toppin there too now, so you got 4.
Now Obi's in Indy. They moved.
I'm tripping. I'm thinking about Tyrese Halliburton still. Yeah. What do they got back and forth? They got what's his name? Heinstein. What's his name? The white kid, right?
Yeah.
He's good. I'll move him in the starting lineup. I'll move Heinstein, or however you pronounce his name, to the starting lineup. I will get rid of Julius Randle.
Yeah, Isaiah Hardenstein.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I don't think of Indy because I think I'm on trading Miles Turner always again. They got Obi now, but in New York though, I think they're definitely battling right now between the Jalen Brunson led crew and the whole Villanova guys, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart,
I read that article.
And then you got the Julius Randle. And they do RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, the guys that just want to go out there and just hoop and shoot.
That's fair though.
It's how you play sometimes.
Yeah.
So New York got to figure out which way they're going to go. Structure and sets and run offense, are they going to go street ball and go with Julius Randle and RJ Barrett? They got to figure out they're going to go.
But what does that come from? I'm not gonna say it comes from coaching because Coach K and Coach Cal are phenomenal, are good coaches.
Both those guys only did 1 year there though. So,
That's what I was about to say. Those Villanova guys, when you come out of Villanova, you ain't really hearing too many Villanova guys one and dones.
And they was there for a couple of years. Now,
Yeah.
Now when we talk about Houston, we talk about the West. He got sent down to the G League and Cam Whitmore. I don't know how it's going with him, but all the other Villanova products, they come in the league and they're ready to play. They're mature. So maybe it's just a battle of cultures there right now in New York. The article was very interesting when I read that. I was like, I've been calling it out. I said 2 years ago when I said trade Julius Randle, I said RJ Barrett to get him out of there. I said I wouldn't pay him. He's up to get paid. They paid him though. They paid him and kept him. I would have got both those guys out of there.
Yeah, it's time.
It's time.
It's
definitely with Julius now. It's time. RJ he's showing some signs that he can play structured basketball at times, but Julius plays bully ball, and a bully ball is not cutting anymore.
Well, as you see, the bully ball doesn't work in the playoffs. You can get through it in regular. You get through it in regular season, but playoffs when it's really time to play, that shit ain't gonna work.
They're gonna bully you back, and the rest gonna allow it. All right, you wanna play strong, man? We're gonna see you stronger today. I ain't calling shit. What the rest be saying? I'm not calling a damn thing. Good luck. You wanna play strong, man? Go out there and do it.
What could you? I'm trying to cause even if you do move off of Julius, no disrespect the Hartstein. He can't be your best low post presence.
Mitch Robinson is decent, and he's a great defender. Mitch Robinson,
defensively they'll be fine, but at some point,
man, bad draft night. I want Mitch Robinson bad.
At some point, a side note, man. Side point. Talk about bigs, man. Shout out Robert Williams, man. Sucks season ended surgery.
Again, but man, shout out, get well soon, Rob.
I think the Knicks they need a post that doesn't require the basketball like a Julius Randle, but
Julius is a ball stopper. Shout out to I don't know how to say your Polar Knight. Polar Knight. This is a shot for me. Find somebody who knows their shit. Hey, we like to think that. Appreciate you. But nah, you're right, man. Julius played that bully ball. He played a ball stopper kind of thing. Like I was watching KG. What's this shit called? KG. What off now? KG, whatever this shit called on Showtime, and he was saying the same thing. Like the way Julius played, you'll see the ball moving, and he get them. He was into a shit. It's like, bro, pass the ball. You'll get it back sometimes. Just pass it, swing it. Like if it come back to you, come back to you. Swing it, bro. Like it's not time for you to. We got 17 seconds left on the shot clock, and you trying to break your man down and do some bullshit floater.
But that shows him just not evolving his game. Like I said, bro, we know you can bully ball niggas to death, teams to death. Bro, this is what 7 year in the league?
Probably longer than that.
Seventh,
8th.
Bro, yeah. At this point, bro, bully ball ain't about to be working too much longer.
He's not getting the job done anymore. He's shooting crazy low percentages. 3-point percentage is super low now. He's gotta really change his style of play up, or he's gonna be one of those guys that age terribly in the NBA.
Zebo. Shout out Zebo.
Yeah, shout out Zebo, man. But yeah. The older he got, the less athletic he got. He still found little ways to be effective, but
he was a better shooter, mid-range shooter.
Mid-range. He's got the little mid-range number. That shit was ugly as hell, but that shit falling sometimes. That shit will fall apart.
Other than that, in the East, free LaMelo Ball, man. I watched two Hornets games, man. He turned his ankle in a game against the Mavs, scared me a little bit, but it didn't affect him. But in 2 games I've seen him, man, it's like he's off to the best start of his young career so far.
Yeah,
but unfortunately, the Hornets they're just bad right now.
They just suck. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I mean, this like some of their guys play hard, but some of the guys that you got just like, why did you draft this guy? Questionable players on their team that they drafted. It's like, why did they draft this guy? So I guess it falls on Jordan, I guess.
I think up in Detroit, I'm liking what I'm seeing from Cade Cunningham this year.
I don't like what I see from him, even though they suck too. But
yeah, they're terrible too. They're terrible.
They made some questionable decisions too, man. Like Hate to see this happen to a kid like this. Jaden Ivey has been moved to the bench. They're starting Killian Hayes.
Yeah.
Killian Hayes sucks, man. I'm sorry. He's been in the league like 3 years. He has not done many things good in the league. They should not be starting him over Jaden Ivey. They're ruining Jaden Ivey's confidence and his young career. They're ruining it. So that's why I wouldn't be happy if I was going to Detroit as a young draft pick. That's one of the places I don't want to go, along with Charlotte, honestly. Those two places where you get drafted there, unless you like super different, your career is probably going to be in shambles.
And the fucked up part about it, and excuse my lane, I don't know why I'm doing like this. It's Friday.
You are. Hey, fuck it. It's Friday.
But the crazy part about it is, bro, Monty Williams is a great developer of young talent. We've seen that. Now we've seen him. He can't really do much. Like I said, he can only get you so far with the guys. But he's a great developer. He's a great coach when it comes to developing young talent and getting the players where they need to be getting to the next level. Like I said, for him to bench Jaden Ivey is trash.
But recently, when he's showing us when he did in Phoenix with DeAndre Ayton, same kind of shit where he kind of like, I ain't gonna say he fucked Aiden. No, Aiden was already had a low motor, but I don't want to think that about. I think Jaden Ivey, his mom is a coach. I think he has a good enough motor to be like, all right, why are you not starting this kid, bro? I don't understand what Monty Williams is doing him. But it's malpractice. It's malpractice down there in Detroit.
Yeah, and I think unfortunately another kid down there up in Detroit, I think James Wiseman is over. It's a wrap,
bro. I think it's over.
His NBA career, I think it's done.
I agree with you, man.
Injuries in Golden State. Then once he got there, once he played in Golden State, he wasn't really doing much on the court. We thought he can revitalize his career up in Detroit, where there's no pressure, just develop and work on your game. Not getting an opportunity.
Can't be off the pine.
Yeah,
I mentioned a few weeks ago when we had PJ on. Him and Marvin Bagley was fighting for the backup center spot. I guess Marvin Bagley won.
Yeah,
because Wiseman is getting DMPs.
But I will say, on a brighter note, I will say I do like the young bull Jalen Duren.
Yeah, man.
His energy and ever so far this season, man.
He's a man.
I said that in Memphis, like, bro, he was a man amongst boys at Memphis.
Man, like he's built like one. He gets the ball down there, he dunking that thing. He trying to put that ball in the rim. He don't care who in front of him. You trying to get in front of him, he put you in the room with him.
He's not. People who hear this, I'm not saying he's on the same caliber level as yet, as they're still young, but he reminds me of a very young Ben Wallace up in Detroit. I said Ben Wallace. We all know how great of a defender Ben Wallace was. We know
just dumb strong, stupid strong.
He had up in Detroit. So I'm not saying he's on Ben Wallace's level yet. But the signs I'm seeing right now, if he keeps going, he has a chance. He has a chance to get there.
Definitely had a chance to get there. He's already more offensively skilled than Ben Wallace.
Yep.
Ben was just after. I think his career has like 23 points. So he wasn't scoring the ball too much. But hey. That defense and getting rebounds, man. Ben was out there getting that thing.
Detroit legend for sure, and Hall of Famer. So shit, shout out Big Ben.
Yeah. Want to bring up this East Coast team too, man. My guy Jordan Poole was looking foolish down there in Washington, along with my guy Kyle Kuzma. I don't know if you saw the play they did off the backboard, down like 19 points.
Down 19 to the Hawks. Yeah, that was
doing here, guys. Like I thought they would come out this year and Jordan Poole would show his maturity. He's doing the opposite, man. Even though he's putting up he ain't putting a good number. I can't even say putting a good number. He's not even doing that. He has to take the game a bit more serious. It's like some of the quotes he's been putting out recently too about, the job in Golden State was done. I got my ring, my legacy set, my family's set now for life. I got the contract. Now it's here to be my own team, and now I'm playing my own style of basketball. This style of basketball you're talking about, bro. This is not the style we wanted to see. Like, I want to see flashy plays, but I also want to see a winning style of basketball. And what he's doing down there right now is not a winning style of basketball.
Yeah, it's just showing that once he left Detroit, he did not take any good leadership skill qualities from Golden State.
Yeah,
that as at least as of right now, he cannot be the leader of your team.
Yep, of a decent team. I don't want to say good team. He can't even be leader of a decent team.
Yeah,
like if he's your leader of your locker room, team's going to be like I was kind of appalled when I saw the over-under for the wins, like 24. I'm not surprised now at all. I didn't see what the Vegas was seeing. Now I see what they were seeing. They were seeing some clowns in the locker room.
Vegas knew something before.
They knew something I didn't know. I thought Jordan Poole, like I said, would go in there and show that I'm gonna show these guys I'm gonna be mature enough to bring my brand of basketball. Yeah, we're gonna have fun, but we still gonna be about trying to win games at least. But they've been getting blown out so many times, but it's not even funny. And like I said, the off backboard when you're down by 20 points is tasteless. Some of the other plays he's been doing too is just like, bro, like if you're up by 10, 15 points in the game, hey, do what you want to do, but you can't be trying to showboat when you're down. Like, you can't be doing that, man. It's just bad taste.
You know what? It's just funny. He reminds me of Nick Young in Washington. A young swaggy P when he was in Washington. That's what he reminds me.
Yeah, like swaggy P when Gilbert got a hold of him, when Gilbert was like, all right, fuck it. After the whole gun shit happened, Gilbert basically said, fuck after the gun shit. He didn't give a fuck no more.
Yeah.
He came back and was doing the whole thing, and like he didn't care. And you could tell JaVale McGee was them down there. I was just all clowns. And this brings me back to that time. Like, man, if they get a rookie down there right now, I feel bad for rookie. He's gonna be having some bad bets. His bets are gonna be leading them to nothing but danger.
I feel bad for Tyus Jones because Tyus Jones is a legit solid, can be a quality backup point guard. It's not fill-in starter sometimes on a great team.
At least probably a playoff team. He may not be a championship team starting point guard, but he could be a starting point guard on a playoff team.
You put Tyus Jones on Phoenix right now,
man. Put him in LA before they got James Harden. Crazy. Yeah, I'm just kind of disappointed to say the least. And my guy Jordan Poole down there in Washington, over there in Washington, I should say. Very disappointed.
All right, I think that's all the NBA I got. My takeaways from 2 weeks in the season. Like I said, second week of the in-season tournament starts tonight, 7:00. Games about to tip off here in a few minutes. So make sure after y'all get done tapping in, watching us.
Watching us first, and then go to the ESPN. You always start late.
Yeah, we ain't gonna keep out much long. We ain't keep out much long. And then also college basketball is underway too. I know Duke is about to get underway against Arizona on ESPN. That should be a good one. So good night of basketball. Good night of basketball.
Duke got a pretty good recruit that committed, man. Cooper Flagg committed a couple weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
Duke recruit committed to Duke, so I'm gonna be interested in watching him next year. Duke reclassified too, so he's gonna be going to college next year. So tap in for high school basketball news too, man. We talk about a little bit of everything here.
All right, so now on to our three final segments of the show. Something we do each every weekend on Sports Experience Friday. Give y'all some fantasy football advice. Our down to wire 513 parlay of the week, which we're hot right now.
Fire, y'all! You're on fire. 2 weeks in a row, man. Make sure you tap in for the parlay picks, man. You know what we're doing.
We are hot, and then our college football rapid fire. So we'll go ahead and start with fantasy football, man. Start, sits, studs, duds, sleepers, busts, all that. So.
Yeah, I was right last week about two of them, man. I know it was a little bit off the wall pick, but hey, that offense does not score on good teams.
Well, we're both right with our Bengals picks. I said start T. You said go Joe. You said go Joe Burrow.
Yeah, he was chopping them up out there, man. Joe looked like he back, man.
No, Joe Burrow is definitely back. Now this week, which is good time to mention fantasy football. Obviously, if y'all haven't heard, T. Higgins is out this week. He will not play this Sunday against Houston, along with Sam Hubbard, which is fair. They got a short week. They got Baltimore next week on Thursday Night Football. So I think they care more so about that game, knowing that they can't go 0-3 in the division. So
it can't happen. Jamar Chase is also questionable. Probably will play though. Questionable. So yeah, keep that in mind. We got a lot of teams on bye weeks this week. A lot of quarterbacks on bye weeks this week.
Jalen Hurts, Patrick Mahomes, which I need to take out my lineup right now.
Yeah, I went to my lineup like, yo, what the hell? What's my point? I was like, I got all these players on bye weeks. A lot of teams on bye weeks this week. So make sure y'all definitely check into y'all fantasy if you haven't already, because last night we had a game last night. So if y'all missed that, had somebody out there playing, I feel bad for you. Hopefully you play good if you left them out there. But I'll go ahead and start us off, man. I'm gonna start with a start. I'm gonna go quarterback. Jared Goff. Like we mentioned quarterbacks are going to be on some bye weeks this week. So Jared Goff has been a pretty good fantasy quarterback this week. This year. Excuse me. So, what you saying?
Who we got this week?
I didn't write that down. Let's look. See who they have.
Detroit Lions. They got Chicago. Chicago? No. Green Bay. No.
Yeah.
No. Chargers. That's next week. They got Bears. And Packers upcoming 2 weeks. They play Chargers this week on the road.
Chargers on the road this week. Yeah, I would start Jared Goff.
For me, I'm riding the hot hand of the young bull, the Ohio State's own CJ Stroud. Going up against the Bengals this week. No Sam Hubbard. That helps that offensive line. One less defensive pass rush they don't have to contend with. And the Bengals secondary, they haven't been bad, but they haven't been what they were the past few years when Bates and Bell were leading the backfield.
Definitely testy.
But I think CJ. I'm not saying he's going to go out here and break his rookie record again. He's not going to throw for 400. Well, hell, he might, depending on how the game goes. Because
he's getting 5 touchdowns, probably.
This could be I don't think he throws 5 touchdowns. It could be a shootout. But CJ Stroud will put up good numbers for you fantasy wise, where you won't be mad if you start him. So I'm gonna get CJ Stroud and you start lineup this week.
I ain't mad at that. Keep it on starts quarterback. I'm gonna keep it another rookie. I tried to start this guy last week, but I saw we did the show on Thursday night. I started this guy Thursday night. Will Levis, man. Shout out Will Levis. Let me see what they got this week. I ain't read that either. They have the Buccaneers this week. Also, wink. I'm probably take the over in this game. For parlay, we'll keep that. Next little.
Wait. You said Buccaneers Titans over?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll see.
I ain't mad. The over is not that high. I think Will Levis. When we out here playing, he finds guys touchdown. He gives guys chances. He's been giving new chances, and they go out here and make it happen. So, give me Will Levis start.
I'm gonna go. All right, let's go running back. We're gonna go start. Running back, and I got this guy on my team, and hopefully his fucking coach. You remember his Friday. His damn coach remembers that he's a key piece to the damn offense and their success that they had early on this year. Bijan Robinson going up against Arizona. Now, if you got Bijan Robinson on your fantasy football team, you've been as frustrated as I have the past 4 weeks of season because fucking Arthur Smith forgot that he has him on his team.
Bailed me out last week because you would have probably won last week. Bailed me out last week in fantasy, y'all.
But nonetheless, going up against the Arizona team who's obviously been struggling this year a lot. They do have Kyler Murray returning this week. I also stay away from Kyler Murray because they're playing Atlanta. Do not play Kyler Murray. Yes. Do not play Kyler Murray or do not buy him in your DraftKings or FanDuel pools or whatever. Don't buy them at all. Stay far away from them. But this is a hopeful start for me. So hopefully that Arthur Smith remembers Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson can easily have a game he's been playing the first 3 weeks of the season. Because he's been long overdue for a game.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, because obviously y'all they ain't been playing him in the right way, giving him the ball for real. So
I know Cuz down there mad. He's pissed.
Probably pissed. I don't blame him. All right, so I'm gonna go with a sit this time. I'm gonna go another quarterback. Let's sit Deshaun Watson. He's back this week, playing that tough Ravens defense. Stay far away. Same thing with Kyler Murray. Like we said, I stay far away from him. I'll stay far away from Deshaun Watson. Haven't been showing much of anything this season. If I'm a Cleveland Browns fan, I'm pissed that we paid him $230 million guaranteed because he is not looking any piece worth of that.
Man, well, I'm gonna go sit as well. We're going wide receiver though. Same game. Sit Zay Flowers.
I ain't mad at that.
one of Lamar's weapons. Look, it's a Ravens Browns divisional game. it's gonna be an AFC North game.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the top defenses in the league, if not the two top defenses in the league, at least on stat wise, going head to head this week. It's going to be very low scoring. Gus Edwards has been on the road as we scoring majority of the damn Ravens touchdowns the past 3 weeks. I don't see that stopping anytime soon. This has all the feels of like a 17-10 final score game.
17-15,
So,
something ugly.
Yeah, something low like that. Like I said, typical AFC North, not high scoring. Save Flowers, put him on your bench this week. Just for this week against the Browns. No Zay Flowers.
Man, I actually had him sitting too. I actually had that too. But I'm gonna go different game. I'm gonna keep it sit. Let's go with a wide receiver. Playing another great defense, Kobe Myers. They're going against the Jets. I would sit him. I don't know who the quarterback is. I'm done. I know it ain't Garoppolo. Who's the quarterback now?
Aiden O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell. So they probably don't try to force feed Devontae Adams, but I don't think Jacoby Myers is going to get many looks. He might. Who knows? But I wouldn't trust it. I would sit him.
Honestly, I said Devontae Adams too.
Yeah.
Like if you're a wide,
the defense ain't playing no games.
not just because they're playing the Jets, but just no matter who they had as quarterback, like Devontae is just not being able to get in the fucking red zone. Like Josh Jacobs has been scoring all the damn touchdowns.
Yep.
Like they're basically relying on running the ball and playing somewhat better defense. I mean, I would say Raiders defense they're not the best defense. They're not the best defense.
Hey, Max Crosby be everywhere, man. He got over 100 tackles already. 9.5 sacks, I think. He's easily right now defensive player of the year, if you ask me. That's the only hope on defense, Max Crosby.
But also, this is a game, Jets Raiders, first team to 14 wins the game.
Yep. Over under in this one, 36. I put that on the parlay too. I'm like, I take over under because I don't like none of these money line throw point spreads. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see in a couple minutes. That's probably
yeah, but Jets Raiders first team to score 14. Might her team score a touchdown win the game because damn Zach Wilson can't score a fucking touchdown and save his life.
Save his life, man. I feel bad for the kid. He's he's not playing better, but he's playing a little better than he played last year.
He's not turning the ball over.
Yeah,
he is. He's
not as much. I'll give him that. He's being a lot more responsible with his comments to the media and a lot more accountable with himself. So I give him credit where credit's due. He's definitely showing growth in those departments. But Salah's getting killed, man. Like I heard the interview he had on the New York radio station where they asked him like, so you didn't think it was good to go get the quarterback? He was like, no. But he said he so bad he wanted to say like, yeah, I wanted to get one, but I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Because they get another quarterback, Zach Wilson's done, and he drafted him number 2 overall, so he can't do that. He can't give up on the kid.
He didn't draft him.
He wasn't there.
Nah, he wasn't the coach when he drafted him.
Oh, I thought he was. Damn. Well, yeah.
It's honestly it's real easy for them to move out. Hey,
yeah, I would have moved off there. They tripping. I thought Salah was coach.
Yeah, nah, not when they drafted him. But
I would have moved off that thing.
This just goes to show, man. I'm pulling up their depth chart. Like they have no faith in Tim Boyle, rookie. No, we're not rookie. He's 5th season, but no faith in Tim Boyle. He's a backup quarterback. Like he can't be no worse than. I mean, unless he's going to just like throw a shit ton of interceptions, which I don't think he's that bad. But at this point, what do you have to lose? Zach Wilson is not scoring you points.
I think Aaron wanted him to stay with Zach Wilson. I think that's what. If you don't be honest, I think Aaron wanted to stay with Zach Wilson because and although Aaron's little Pat McAfee show guest spots, he makes it very clear that he wants Zach Wilson to be there still. He wants to hand over the reins of Zach Wilson when he retires. I don't know why, but he makes it very clear.
Well, Aaron Rodgers wants Zach Wilson to continue to play because he knows he's not going to get better.
That's what I think he wants.
And if Salah puts one of the other quarterbacks in there and they ball, then it's like Rodgers.
He's done. Yeah, I mentioned that back when he first got injured. When I first asked y'all, I guess you got to get Kirk Cousins or somebody else. I said Aaron wants them to keep Zach because he knows his job gonna be safe.
Well, I wouldn't say that he's done. I mean, because honestly, bro, like no matter who balls, like they got Aaron Rodgers under contract for 2 more years for all that money. They brought Rodgers there for a reason. So they'll at least give him a shot. Now he may be on a short leash, like if he gets in there and struggles, but Rodgers will be the starter no matter what, unless fucking Tim Boyle gets in there, turns just around and wins Super Bowl. That's the only reason.
And I think that's why he's so hard pressed to get back, because he knows, all right, it's, the noise is getting louder. Niggas want us to get another quarterback. If they get somebody else in here and they come in here and win a Super Bowl and they look like they are like a Purdy, I'm out of here, man. It's my last shot. I'm out of here. I'm done. They're gonna cut me. They don't give a fuck. They'll cut me.
I will say this though. I did just put up depth chart. I forgot they had this guy on the roster. He's on our practice squad right now. Fucking Trevor Siemian is a better quarterback than Zach fucking Wilson.
Yeah, I would get Trevor Siemian a shot before Zach Wilson.
Watch
so I think I'm telling you, bro. I think that's the reason. I think Salah. I think Aaron Rodgers is in Salah's ear, like, yo, bro. You hold him. You put Zach Wilson in that spot in time room. I'm fucking ready to get back here. If you put anybody else up there, this is gonna be trouble for you. I think Salah's like, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna ride with Aaron's. He's out here throwing the ball again. He's gonna get back possibly this season. What they're saying, I wouldn't do it if I was him, but that's what he's teasing.
Look, Rodgers ain't got the final decision. I'm fucking coach Rodgers. You're not playing this year,
bro. He teasing. He have to try and show the cameras. Like, I throw it. Nah, bro. Sit down somewhere, bro.
Rodgers, the GM, not Rodgers. Salah, the GM, the owner. I don't care if they say if the doc clears you.
I will make it clear right now. I will tell him right now. Look, bro. I don't care what you're showing these cameras out here. You're not coming back this year. You can say what you want to say. You're not coming back. I'm letting it be known. You're not coming back. I'll tell you right now.
I'm saying that shit right now. You're not coming back this year.
Come on. He's doing too much.
But yeah, we went off a whole nother rant. But yeah,
whole nother. But yeah, you're right. I wouldn't start either one of those wide receivers against that defense. You got any other sets you want to throw in?
Nah, I'm done for the week. I'm done.
I got a couple running backs I want to throw in. Kareem Hunt. We mentioned Zay Flowers, same game, right? He played for the Browns. Yeah. I wouldn't start Kareem Hunt. That Ravens defense, serious.
Stingy against the run. Very stingy against the run.
Yeah, so I would start him. But running backs, it's been tough to find a solid running backs in fantasy this year, man.
Who are you telling?
It's been tough. I got two on the same team. I kept them all year so far. Because they two better running backs. I don't want to let it go with either one of them. So
I got two on my team that like I said, the first 3 weeks they showed promise, but now the fucking coaches forgot they even fucking exist. So yeah, it's fucking sad. Running backs are.
Yeah, Marcus, it's like real life. It's straight up, man. They ain't getting paid and they ain't getting no love in fantasy either. It's like real life, man.
No, at all. All right, it's time for the Down to the Wire 513 Parlay of the Week. We gave y'all 2 winners back-to-back weeks. 2 weeks ago, it was just my brother Rand. He hit by himself. He hit last week. I thought it was me, but
man, we got back on our winning track with both of us on here. We gotta get Doc some input. Next time Doc on, we definitely gotta keep him on here for the parlay picks so we can throw some input in here. But hopefully we keep y'all riding 3 weeks in a row, man.
I'm pulling up the DraftKings app right now. So we said DraftKings, FanDuel, Fanatics, Sportsbook, Bet365, whatever. Hey, sponsor the segment, man. Sponsor the segment.
The segment, we do this every week. I did mention, you mentioned it. You mentioned the Browns and Ravens game. The over under 38.5. You said low scoring game. You said 17-10 type game.
I said 17-10 type game. I did.
Under 38.5. I said it's gonna be like a 15-17. That's still under 17. I'm still on 38.5. So I'm liking the under on that game. Under 38.5 for Browns Ravens game.
It is 38 on DraftKings. So, but nah, I'm with you. Like I said, it's gonna be a very low scoring game. Haven't even checked the weather yet. Weather could be a factor up in.
It's in Baltimore.
It's in Baltimore.
Baltimore about the water over there. So it gets windy, it gets crazy over there.
Yeah, could play a factor. So I definitely loved under in that game. I'm scrolling. I'm on college. I'm doing college right now. I'm scrolling through college right now, trying to find see if a game that I like. I can't even tell you the game of the week. I couldn't even tell you game of the week so far against
Let me look at the college football games.
Um,
I couldn't tell you a game of the week. Probably, yeah, definitely Michigan State. Michigan Penn State.
oh yeah, that's the noon kickoff. Yeah, you're right. Noon
That's
kickoff, but no Harbaugh, no Harbaugh now.
Ole Miss Georgia though. It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, I forgot. Oh, Ole Miss. Okay.
Got a couple of games this week.
Mm,
Washington, Utah is gonna be a good one. Oh, Tennessee, Missouri. It's gonna be a couple. It's gonna be a few good games.
make sure I keep it locked for college football rapid fire. All right, I'll start off. It's kind of safe here. I mean, odds are somewhat decent, but we'll just go ahead. We'll take Kansas, Texas Tech at Kansas. We're going to just go straight up Kansas money line at home. Number 16 Kansas at home. I love to play their quarterback Bean. Got banged up last week, but Kansas can put up points and they don't give up a lot of points sometimes.
I like that Kansas line.
I like them against Texas Tech. So gives Kansas money line.
All right, I ain't mad at that. I like that.
That way tomorrow, like I did last week against Texas.
Yeah, that's the way early.
First game early, so you'll know, like, okay, we'll know how we doing. So
I'm gonna go a Saturday game in basketball, not in football though. This is Saturday at 7:00 tip off, 7:10 tip off.
Oh, basketball. Which one? College NBA. Which one we going? Which way we going? Okay, NBA. All
right. 7:10 tip off. You got Toronto Raptors at Boston Celtics. Boston are favored by 8 points on FanDuel. I'm gonna take Boston. So I think I'm gonna take Boston points. I think Boston won by more than 8. Boston rolling lately. Tough loss against Philly. We mentioned it earlier in the show, but I think they'll bounce back. They play tonight too, though. So
back to back.
Let's take Boston money line. Take Boston money line back to back.
All right. So right now our odds are currently plus 266 currently.
Yeah, plus 271 right now.
All right. We're gonna probably got to do 2 more because they say we at least win you $50, so we need at least get up to over plus 500 something. So we may have to do 2 more depending on what my next bet will be.
All right.
NFL. I'm going NFL here. I'm not touching that London game at all. I am not touching that one at all.
Yeah, it's gonna be an ugly game too.
Okay, I'm going here. I'm going here. This increased the odds to plus 481. Hope this doesn't bite me in the ass. We're going Pittsburgh money line at the crib. Jordan Love has not been looking good. Pittsburgh has one of the top deep now. Granted, Pittsburgh's offense hasn't looked good either. But what I will say, I do like the emergence of Najee Harris, and what's it like? TJ Warren.
I forget his name, but
something Warren.
Yeah, but I got Najee in fantasy. I started him reluctantly, but he balled out, so I was happy. And I don't know if this helped any, but they got Canada on the sideline now. He wasn't up in the box. He's on the sideline this past week, out there with the players. He had a good season with the players. Maybe they helped out a little bit. I don't know,
but yeah, I know Pittsburgh can at least run the ball with those two and be able to put up points. So TJ White
78 on FanDuel. I like that. I'll try to get one more here to get over 500. Damn, that's ugly.
I think this one. Well, obviously all of them got to be consistent. But I think this one should be a consensus since it's the 5th one. That's an odd number. Like I said, I don't think we went 5-4.
I don't think we went 5. We usually just do 4.
What are you looking at? Where are you looking at? NBA or NFL?
Right now, NFL. I'm just looking. I like the Bills money line Monday night though.
You've been hot on Monday. Like Monday nights has been.
That's why I usually do over unders. I usually don't do team money lines. And Broncos have been a little bit on the uptick, but I like the Bills money line.
We do Bills money line. That puts me at plus 645. That's good.
Plus 643. I like that.
I'll take them out. So $10 a win. Win us $64 plus your $10 back. So
Yeah, on both apps right now, FanDuel and on DraftKings, got plus 640 ish, 645 ish right now. So yeah, we got what you got? College football.
Kansas is the only college game we got.
Yeah, Kansas right now. We go pull this. All right, so we got Kansas money line, college football.
Yep.
Then we got NBA basketball, money line, Bucks Celtics tomorrow night against the Raptors. Then we go all Sunday, right? We got under points, Browns Baltimore game. Then we got Pittsburgh Steelers money line against the Packers, and then we got money line Bills Monday night game against the Broncos.
Monday Night Football. So hey, this is a weekend long parlay. So
yeah, nail biter, guys. Last couple of weeks we have Monday nights, going. It's gonna be a nail biter, guys. So make sure you tap in with us. Hey, if you don't like those pieces, you can switch it up. Go to opposite where we went. Add more games in, take games.
But if you went opposite of what we went the past 2 weeks, then you lost.
You lost, yeah. So hey, if you know what's good for you, make sure you tap in with us and go with our picks, man. You're on fire right now.
Now, granted, I did sweat that Texas game out last week. That was
yeah. I told y'all Wednesday I was sweating on that Lions game, man. I was like, I don't forget what game I had to bet the under. I'm like, bro, if they score right here, they're gonna be right on the points. We gonna lose. But hey, we've been right last 2 weeks, man. So make sure I tap in. We on fire. Yeah, man. If you did the gamble, you need help. 1-800-GAMBLER, man.
Facts.
Help.
And just we'll tweet. We'll put on we'll tweet on our IG, put it on the IG story, and we'll put it on our Twitter, the parlay, so y'all can have them too. So, all right, last but not least, final segment of the week, college football rapid fire. I just ran when we was looking at the college football games, didn't realize there were these many good games this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good Saturday. Just sit at home, like you said, T. Hey, sit at home, that phone on vibrate.
Yeah, do not call. You can text. I may respond in a timely fashion.
It's gonna be a good weekend for that kind of activity. For sure.
Let's go start tomorrow afternoon at noon. Number 3, Michigan at number 10, Penn State. Obviously, Penn State already has one loss against Ohio State, so their college football playoff hopes are on the line here. They have to win.
The line.
And as we mentioned to start the show, no Jim Harbaugh on the sideline.
Spent the last 3 games of the regular season. Could be a big impact for the kids on the sideline there, man. They are still favorite right now on FanDuel, 4.5 points.
Yeah, they're favored by 4 on DraftKings as well.
I think the kids will come out and play a little bit more fiery because of this whole scandal that's going on there, saying they're cheating. I think they should take some pride behind that and come out and try to kick some ass, man. So give me Michigan.
Oh man, the biggest thing. I mean, obviously we know he's not gonna be on the sideline, but we know there's no way, like either a burner phone or something. He's gonna be in touch with his coaches.
He'll be there physically, but he'll be there.
He's gonna be there some way, somehow.
He's gonna be there. He's gonna be on the phone. He's gonna be somebody's earpiece.
Something like that. A burner phone. He may pay a Penn State student, let me use your phone for the weekend or something.
Somebody gonna be on FaceTime. He's gonna be there on FaceTime.
But yeah, now with that being said, it's gonna be a close game. It's gonna be a low scoring. I didn't see what the under was, but I would be in favor to take the under. The
under is 44.5 right now.
I'll be proud to take that. Now, don't add it to the parlay. That's just something. That's just some of my advice. But yeah, I would take the under. But I'm leaning team up north. I do think they'll get it done. But it'll be close. It'll be close and a highly entertaining game to watch for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
game. This team is no longer ranked, but I think this is a kind of a semi-important game in the SEC. Kicks off at noon too. Number 8 Alabama on the road at University of Kentucky.
Yeah, it's gonna be a pretty important game. If Bama loses this game, where are they at right now?
They're done. Ranked number 8.
Yeah,
they lose another game. Yeah, they're done as far as playoff goes.
They have to win this game and hope other teams lose some games to help them bolster themselves up. It's gonna be. I would take Kentucky to cover 10.5. But I think Alabama will win.
Yep. I'm with you. I love the Kentucky to cover. Same reason why I thought they would cover when they played Georgia.
Yeah, we was wrong that time. I put that on the it was ran special. It was a ran special. We didn't put that on the down the wire probably. It was a ran special add on.
Man, that was bad. But they're at home this time. And Kentucky can still run the ball. So, but yeah, Alabama wins the game, but Kentucky does cover. And Urban Meyer's on drugs, saying that Jalen Milroe is this season's version of Percy Harvin and Reggie Bush. You're on drugs.
Yeah,
get some help.
We knew this guy was on drugs last year when he was down there town in Jacksonville. Man, this guy's off the rails.
Yeah, get some help.
It's off the rails, man.
3:30 kickoff. Number 18 Utah at number 5 Washington. Michael Penix Jr. is still leading the league and leading Heisman votes. Still leading the Heisman votes.
Yeah, Heisman favorite. I think he keeps it up this week. Give me Washington.
Yeah, I like Washington at the crib. If it was at Utah, I'd be a little bit nervous because Utah can play defense.
Yeah, they're nice, man. Nice.
But can they score? I don't think they can score enough to keep up with Washington. So yeah, give me Washington.
Man, he a dog.
Number 13 Tennessee at number 14 Missouri.
It's gonna be a great game.
It's gonna be a high scoring game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a high scoring game. The over under right now is 57.5. I'll take the over. So it's gonna be more. Give me Tennessee in the upset, man. Or you know their favorite. They're on the road. Give me Tennessee.
Yeah. I'm going Missouri. I bet against Missouri way too many times this year, and they screwed me every time I betted against them. I'm not betting against them anymore this year. I'm going Missouri at the crib. Number 9 Ole Miss on the road at number 2 Georgia.
It's gonna be a good one here too.
It's where College Game Day is at.
Not Lane Kiffin, man. It's their chance to show that they're really serious. Will they do it though? I don't think so. I think Georgia is just too good. Give me Georgia at home.
Yeah. I'm just asking before I get picked. Ole Miss covering 10.5. Just gut feeling.
Or under 50.5. They're gonna cover 10.5. Nah, they ain't covering that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Go Dogs. And I'm my cuz. Go Dogs.
Hey, I was on the phone with Cuz. He was at the where can he go to? He called me, man. It was at
probably Albany State or something.
It was a Georgia game. He on the phone with somebody. He walked past somebody. Go Dogs. I said, man, you don't get off my phone.
Probably. He went to he go to the game every year in Jacksonville. Georgia.
Jacksonville, yeah, that's what it was. He said, "Go Dogs." I said, "Man, who the hell are you talking to, bro? Get off my phone with that Go Dogs shit, man."
He be down there in Jacksonville every year. He invited us. He invited us.
Yeah, he invited me every year, man. He told me, he called me when he down there, man. You gotta come down here next year. You always do, man. Shout out, Cuz.
Shout out, Cuz. I believe that. Oh no. Okay, this game isn't ranked, but it's going to be a very entertaining game. USC at number 6 Oregon.
Should be a high scoring game. You got the over under for this one, 76.5. Oh, I'll take the under for that. I ain't gonna lie. Give me the under for that. 76?
Yeah.
76. I'll take the under for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think USC will that much. They always start off scoring and they stop. Give me Oregon, man. I think Oregon wins this game pretty big. Right now their spread is 14.5. I don't think USC's, but they might even cover that.
Wow.
I think USC's crumbling, man.
14.5. Man, that's
I didn't see that coming 3 weeks ago. That's crazy. But yeah, USC's crumbling, man.
I'm low key wanting to take USC with the points. I think they can get a back 14.5. That's
14.5, man.
They got to win by 15. They can get a backdoor cover.
Win by more than 2 touchdowns.
They can win. I need to hop on it now. I know it's going to come down by Saturday.
Now, I'll probably come down to 10.5. By game.
Oregon's going to win, but I'm Just my personal bet. I'm thinking I might take that.
I don't know. The spread is 21. I'll take it. 20. I'll take it. 18.5. I'll take it. 14.5 though. USC ain't showing me enough to believe in. I picked them to go to the playoffs too, man. Beginning of the season.
Yeah, who knew their defense was that bad?
Boy, was I wrong. Yeah, their defense is terrible.
Trash.
It's terrible.
All right, last bonus pick of the week. Because it's almost tradition, we do it almost every week. Coach Prime, number 21 Arizona, which I didn't see this coming at all.
Shout out to Arizona, man. The basketball school.
Yeah, right. Number 21 Arizona at Colorado.
Unfortunately, I don't think Colorado is going to win this game.
That knocks them out of bowl eligibility.
I know I said a couple weeks ago I said they would before I saw the schedule. I don't think they're going to win, man. Unfortunately. Give me Arizona. Hope I'm wrong.
No, I'm with you. I am with you. I love Coach Prime, love everything he's doing, but until he gets some defense and offensive line, man, that team is just bad.
They had their time beginning of the season, man. It was a good while it lasted.
Yeah, great while lasted.
It lasted a good month. It was a good, even if they lost the game, it was still there. The hype was still there, you know. Oh, what they gonna do against Oregon and USC? It was still there, you know. Yeah, after those games, just kind of.
And hell, even Oregon, they got shitted on early, but at least even at USC, that they brought out.
They made it competitive at the end. But yeah, as season went on, it definitely just went back into. I don't want to say back, but they still better than it was last year. They did what they needed to do this year.
Facts. All right, yeah, I'm with you, Arizona. That spread is 10. Why think everything at 10? Yeah.
So is it 10?
Yeah, I see 10.
Yeah, I'll take that. Well, I probably won't take that. No, I wouldn't.
No, not.
I wouldn't take that. I'll take it for Arizona cover.
Yeah.
Not for Colorado though. No, I'm not taking it.
Yeah, that
There's got at least 14, 18 points at least.
You playing against Colorado, you coming out there looking like fucking Tom Brady.
I'm trying to put up 50 points. I'm trying to put up 50 every time I play them.
Every time.
Their defense is so trash. And then they begin the best player throwing out for some bullshit. They threw a shot a couple games ago for some bullshit. He was not bad at all. Throw him out. Like, yeah, the referees against this team now. That ain't the reason they lost, though. I mean, they put that out there. That's not the reason they lost. They just get outclassed, put that out there. But the referees are also against them as well sometimes.
Yeah, everybody tired of Coach Prime at this point, in Colorado at this point.
It shows. But, hey, like I said, they did what they needed to do this year. You know, we knew they would still the turnaround they had in 1 year was still huge. You know, being Coach Prime, not even being in the college coaching game that long, being able to make an impact that he's made, going out getting kids in transfer portal, going out getting these top-ranked kids coming out of high school. It's huge, man. People see where it's going. They definitely see where you're headed.
And the Coach Prime effect has rubbed off in other sports too, man. Shout out to Colorado's women's basketball team. They knocked off number 1 LSU this past Thursday or Tuesday. They knocked them off Tuesday. So
LSU bounced back, you know, game after that. But yeah, Kimoki was not happy with that loss, man.
Not at all.
They stacked. They got healthy Haley Van Lith now, Angel Reese, you know, Flote still. They stacked. They shouldn't be losing them, especially first game of the season.
Yeah, I mean, bad loss, especially lose by 14 too. Like,
look, man. Hey, I'm glad about that. Before we get off here, let's talk about Brandon Haywood and what he said about the NIL versus the WNBA earning potential. If you haven't heard it, I'm gonna clip this video. I'll clip Brandon Hayward's comments in here, but he basically said that Angel Reese, I forget, we might have talked about Angel Reese, but we're talking about one of the top players in college basketball, women's college basketball, and saying that when she goes to WNBA, she's going to take a pay cut by going to WNBA, you know. And he was on there with Renee Montgomery and some other WNBA player, and they kind of laughed it off. He caught a lot of heat for that statement. You got any comments or any thoughts on that statement, what he said? Do you think it's true? Do you think, you know, take a pay cut? How do you think that works out?
And we talk. We all after the show. We always have post talks about this long talk about it. That could be podcast of its own. That won't be out there.
Episode.
But now we talked about this off air on Wednesday, man. I think it's a pay cut, but only because of how bad and we've been talking about this. We talk about this all year every time we talk about WNBA. How bad they market their sports and market their brand.
And players.
Players, yeah. Like college basketball, they get way more exposure as far as like the top team to LSU's, the Iowas, the Stanfords, the UConns. They're on ESPN at least once or twice every week. WNBA,
Every week. You hear that? Every week.
WNBA, you're lucky, depending on what team you get drafted to, you're lucky to get a ESPN, at least get like 3 NBA ESPN games a year. Like Indiana
season.
Indiana Fever had number 1 draft pick last year, Leah Boston. I think they were on national television, I believe, 4 times. A total of 4 times.
Max 5, if that. Now, you can see their games. You got to be going on Ion television. You're going on YouTube TV. You're going on some weird shit to watch these games. You're not going on ESPN where these or NCAA games are televised at.
You're not going on CBS, which WNBA had a contract with them this year. ABC, in Fever game, you had to find them, like I said, on Ion, NBA TV, all these other channels you had to subscribe to. So as far as them taking pay cut, yes, they is taking pay cut because, like I said, because they're not getting marketed as much in WNBA. I mean, and I know people backlash talk about the NIL deal doesn't go away, which is true. But like I said, you have to be in front of people to let people know what you're doing and what you're selling and who you are.
Yeah, if I'm a company, why would I give you hella money if you're not going to be on TV that much anymore? I'm not going to give you the same amount of money I gave you last year. We're only going to be on TV 5 times compared to 20 times last year. That was my big thing. I don't think Brandon Hayward, I don't think he was super educated when he was talking about. He should have probably spoke to some WNBA players first. Maybe he has. I'm not sure. But I think what he's saying has a big point is kind of true to some point. And I think some players have, more earning potential off the court, of course. Same thing with NBA players. But like you said, there's just more money and more marketability for women's college basketball than there is WNBA. Talk about this all the time on the show. They're coming on. The women's college basketball comes on in wintertime. It's traditionally basketball season. WNBA plays their game summertime. And with their lack of marketing skills, I would consider it, because it's a very marketable game still. The women's college basketball markets the game greatly. So I don't understand how the WNBA doesn't market it as well. With their lack of marketability skills and them being an off-season time for that sport, it's already a bad mix right there. And also, like you said, it's less money. They're on ESPN a lot more times than college. If I'm a Mercedes-Benz, if I'm Apple, if I'm any of these companies that are advertising or are giving these girls or giving these kids or college athletes NIL deals, why would I give somebody the same amount of money when they're going to be on less TV and on a less watched channel than they were last season? I'm not going to give you the same amount of money. So yeah, those deals are going to be there from those companies, but those companies look at the numbers. They're going to say, okay, not going to give them as much money if they're not going to be garnering as much money back for us for that investment we're giving them. We're not getting a return on that investment. So why would I give them the same amount of money? And so I think it's a pay cut in the long run until the WNBA gets better marketed, which I think they're on the way to. But until they get better marketed, I don't think it's going to change.
Yeah, man. Because it's, and granted, like I said, it's summertime. So like I said, you got other people doing other stuff. You want to be outside. I get that. Mm-hmm. But there are still fans. Like I said, we are still fans. If you put games on ESPN, and hell, y'all even have the numbers to back it up. When y'all put the games on ESPN, y'all always post about breaking records, how it's the highest watched game. Why are not getting more WNBA games during the week doing something? There's nothing else on you're competing with.
And I know another thing people brought up in the comments and the post and everything. People don't think about the salary you get in WNBA. Yeah, you're getting a salary, but it's like $200,000. It's not like NBA salary. You're getting millions of dollars. It's a couple $100,000, which is good money, for a regular American citizen. It's great money. Don't get me wrong. But to be a professional athlete, professional basketball player, that's why they want pay raises, because it's not in anything in comparison to what NBA players make. Their max in WNBA is like $250,000. The max in WNBA for a Giannis or AD is like $60 million a season. It's not even comparable. You know what I'm saying? So that's because the game is marketed a lot better. They get more money from their advertisers for the NBA game than they're getting in WNBA, which is why I think they should try to line the season up with the NBA season and make it, we're going to piggyback off our biggest marketers in the NBA and help our girls league as well. With some of those same advertisers, some of those same ad dollars. Maybe that'll help out a little bit. But until they do that, also they need to take away the age limit. Girls should have to go to college for 4 years or be removed from high school for 4 years. That's where they're losing a lot of their creativity at the WNBA. Girls in high school, you watch some of these girls in high school, they're coming out, senior, junior season. You looking at highlight reels, they're killing. They're doing some crazy moves. They're being super creative. They're going to college for 4 years, getting all that watered down. By the time they get to WNBA, they're not even the same player anymore. We saw the NBA go a huge step up when they like Kobe, T-Mac, KG. Those players come in and they saw Jordan. They have to go to college and learn from Dean Smith how to do a hop stop, and they watching Jordan go out there on the playground and doing Jordan doing. They're not going to get in straight. Now I know it could be a double-edged sword, but seeing that spark of creativity coming to the NBA helped the NBA a lot.
Yeah, facts. I think they need at least a one and done rule in WNBA. At least give them the option to, like, if they want to leave with WNBA, at least give them that option. Bro, like that's I said, as far as salary goes, there's a reason why you still got majority of these women still going overseas and playing money, playing overseas basketball.
That season is in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Go figure. Traditional basketball season. They get more money overseas. I wonder why that is. They market it better. I wonder why that is. It's definitely ways they can do it. Definitely gotta get more teams too. That's an issue as well. Because if they make it a one rosters, if they make a run and done rule, we're gonna have the older players getting kicked out sooner. And right now, it's the issue with younger players coming in. They ain't even getting no spots. So if you make the one and done rule come in, we're gonna have to make more roster spots as well, because it's going to try to it's going to try to push the older girls out the league faster, which you still need vets in the league as well. Which is why the NBA got rid of the high school rule. So it's definitely ways they can improve it, but I need to hire at WNBA. Hit us up, man. We got great ideas. Along with guy I watch Gilbert Arenas show almost every day. He has great ideas about WNBA. He's already going to Louisville, I think next year or this year. But he has some great ideas for WNBA. I need to talk to some of these younger people that have ideas about the league, because the league is going in a good direction, but it can go way better, way faster.
We want to help. We want to help the W continue to grow and be a league that we know it can be. We know y'all got the stars. Y'all definitely have the stars to market.
It's a whole crop of young stars out there waiting to get their opportunity in college right now and in high school right now too, man. A whole crop of young stars out there. Talk to this OG at the gym every week about high school girls basketball in the city of Cincinnati, and it's a whole lot of talent here just in Cincinnati alone that's transferred from other parts of the state to come here and play with Purcell Marion. He a huge Purcell Marion fan. We talk about high school girls basketball almost every week, and there's a fan base out there for it, and there's definitely a market for it. They got to tap into it and do a better job of getting it out there and getting it more streamlined to their fans.
Facts, man. So all at WNBA at the end of the day, we just want to see y'all. We just want to see y'all win and get these women the right amount of money that they deserve, the right travel, because there's no reason they should still be flying fucking commercial.
No reason at all. They should all WNBA teams should have their own practice facilities, have their own offices like the NBA offices, like the NBA teams do. There's no reason why y'all should be struggling the way y'all struggling. We can help y'all out, man. Hit us up. We can help y'all out.
Facts. So we know. I know. I said we won't keep y'all longer about I'm on about 30 minutes or 45 minutes ago, but hey, good conversation, man. We love talking to sports shit, man. We definitely talk it all day, as you can see.
We can go for another hour probably, but hey, we're gonna get y'all Friday back, man.
Yeah, we're gonna get y'all Friday back, man. Let y'all get y'all Friday off to a great get out there and enjoy y'all sports and spirits weekend. So man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always, man. This has been Down to the Wire 513 Sports and Spirits Friday. For those who just now tapping in or may not know, man, we do a weekly podcast every Wednesday night, about 8:30. We're definitely on before 9 o'clock, but we usually about 8:30, 8:45-ish.
9 o'clock at the latest.
Yeah, at the latest. But yeah, man, tap in with that. Like I said, follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. You can Google us, man. We're literally everywhere. Everywhere you listen to podcasts, man. We're on YouTube. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, man. Tap in with us, man. And yeah, man, appreciate y'all tapping in with us. So
peace.
For the good brother, Fly Man Rand, Josh Doc Evans, the Taryn Bland, Down to the Wire 513. Enjoy y'all weekend. We'll catch y'all next Wednesday for episode 306, man. We out.